whatever you do, concentrate, it is the meditate. So now this moment we're reciting or chanting or prayer, always right at the beginning we said, the body sit right direction. This is the body meditate. Then mind and focus to the meaning of what we're chanting. Before any chanting, we always good motivation for the benefit. When the moment we reciting meaning and the light radiating in our mind, that's the three together. Body is a meditate position and meditate. Speech is not ordinary chatting or useless talk, but it's reciting, it's a meditate speech. Oh, this one is low battery. I don't know what's it where. Yeah, so hopefully maybe it's not die middle of the talk. This happened today twice. And so now it's a mind is a key critical, Once mind is just says peace, and the body tremendous get a rest. Usually people say, oh, you need rest, but they cannot see your mind. But mind print is come out of your body, looks like tired, looks like, all those some things your body is telling you something need. That's why people say you need a rest. The rest of the body and the mind, yes. When the mind is fully of the joy, because we understanding a little bit the meaning of the meditate or reciting or silent meditate. This fully joys bring to looks like the nutrition giving or something special for the body. Looks like battery charge for the body, and body is very comfortable way or relax and rest. And even though you sit in the cushion, your mind is thinking a lot, body is not resting. Body is exhausted because mind circulation, the whole, it's not mind is only a separate way. Mind function to the energy, the wind and the blood circulation in the body chakra, all circulation. And sometimes you sit in the movie, then you will just, this means you're exhausted, You sit too long, idea is relaxing, but your back pain or something, this means too, so anyway, the point here, the peace in the mind. The peace mind does not need any visualization. Peace mind is a nature, it is not need add, not need take out. Just give space for the free. Then everything you can hear is so clear. And the object and you can see clear. Now it's a mind, or your meditation is working. And you meditate, you can sound something here, and you want this one, you move this. It's not yet set up, it's not yet comfortable, the mind to meditate. So here we finish last Wednesday this chapter. So now, remember, this prayer is very powerful. All mother sentient beings. This is not a small prayer or small project. You can look at it, One family, there are 3 or 6 people. They're not easy to live, always happy. Sometimes, looks like cat fighting a little bit, Sometimes, whose nails more longer? Sometimes, oh, I have the black belt, a little bit more. 6 all mother sentient beings. Oh boy, this is not easy. But the Buddhist out was inspired in your mind developing. It is possible. How? Because you see one of these days, some living beings, their practice for meditation or compassion, hundreds and thousands respect. That is we knew, our own eye can see. That is kind of power can liberate many beings as possible. So that is why all matter sentient beings. So it's not made, just made, or maybe not just looks like the nice word or just good sentence or it's very poetry. No, this is come from the Buddha's heart. Buddha knew all beings our mothers. And this lifetime, we have two biological, one father and mother. That's all. So we have not much familiar our previous life, but we know we will rebirth means before death. Forget out the first one. Now we will maybe die someday. Everything's not end over. You need to rebirth. Now, where? Sometimes this lifetime you hate, you don't like this person, Next life, you will become their partner. Husband, wives, kids. Oh yeah, they make you nuts. They make you need hard working, 8 hours regular work, and then maybe 2-3 different kind of part-time job to repair for them. Happy to give you so much, the end of the day, you don't have no more left any energy, but you give everything those small group in your family. That kind of power. And then when we die, that's it. Not much take anything. Everything's left there. Somebody enjoy it. Then try again to rebirth the new family. This is no close. Before I was maybe say in South America. Now this life I was in Tibet. Next one is maybe somewhere. If we have maybe good or rich to the highest, then they say, "Well, this lifetime I will build this much accumulated merit. Next life I will this place. This time I will rebirth, finish my job." Those great enlightened reincarnations coming back again and again. So this is how wonderful the thinking for all matter sentient beings. If you think this way, reciting not need a lot of chanting, all matter sentient beings, all matter sentient beings, be free from suffering, all matter sentient beings, be free from suffering. It's very powerful because this is developing in your own bodhicitta exercise. Now you will say, you're going to hold in the mala in the prayer will, all mother sentient beings be free from suffering, all mother sentient beings be free from sufferings, because that was my mom, right? And you will just good motivation, and somebody scream yelling, and you ready to back, and then you will say, where's the all sentient beings? You just reciting all sentient beings be free from. Now you cannot handle one person, you screw up, So then you look in, say, you're a real practitioner or you're not practitioner. It's nobody judging in the space or on the ground or somewhere. Nobody, but you already know who you are. So that is to go self-training and self-judgment, That's why here, this book, page 2, we begin again here. Of course, finish this line. All mother sentient beings, especially those enemy who hate me, obstacles who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and emanations. Temporarily, they destroy my short life, whatever there's so many things, somebody did something wrong me, this way in my life this happened, or sometimes there are path of the enlightenment, there are some obstacles. But those all enemies, outer enemy or inner enemy, you need to become kind for them, to be wishing for liberate, right? They liberate for all the seed of the samsaras, Oh yeah. May the experience and happiness be separate from suffering and sublime will establish them in a state of unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. Even though we don't have that kind of power, but we're wishing or we're training. So this is the early one called the altruistic motivation prayer. Now this one is the action bodhicitta prayer. So this is not only wishing. Now you are already acting, actions, right? What do you call this one? As the English said, think globally, action locally, right? Act locally. Think globally, act locally. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, everyone can hear what I'm saying? Maybe it looks like some confused. Okay, here, right? So likewise here, we were thinking all mother sentient beings, think globally. Now, act the locally, first training ourselves here. So there's a reason here. Te che do sang ma je ge par do lu nga yesum gyawala gu mashi bar do lu nga yesum gyawala gu tu te ring le sung de nima sang ta zum je par do lu nga yesum gyawala gu. Now here's coming real who we are, right? Practice. So now, not all, because we said before the all mother sentient beings, very important. Not only say that's not enough. You need to do something. What to say here these days, bus station and airport and train station, they are one nice sentence. See something, say something. You see something, you say something. So likewise, the Buddha's training, if you thought in something in your mind, and training is time into your actions. So it makes sense in here. Reason the mother sentient beings. The mother sentient beings, remember, countless. We have no idea how many we rebirth. The text said, if they have some, we will drink the mother's milk. If you can put it all life after life, maybe recycle somewhere, much bigger than ocean. So this means there's no number when we begin to rebirth. If we death, our bones are collecting somewhere, they no compete the Mount Everest. No, at this much we have the rebirth again and death and again. So that's why the countless mothers. So this means these days women's not forever women's. The circle, one lifetime man, one lifetime men and women, so several lives the same, but the circle. So that is reason that way this lifetime mothers. Every mother is so kind. Everybody say, my mother the best. I think it's very rare say, my mom's not so good. My mom's not so good because she was doing this and that. When I was a child, she didn't take care of me. Looks like now they try to, this person take care for mom. Looks like, we all remember. I think this is where we'll go back. And here some young people, they don't have experience what is mother and father, only TV and crying kids like this. And most of you have here parents, exactly what is the mothers. If you pregnant within 2 weeks, your bodies change. Most, of course, some they didn't know inside the beings you have something they didn't know. At least 2 weeks or 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and the mother's completely in change. She liked this kind of something food. Now she said, oh, I cannot eat this food because my baby, they don't know this baby will make you very happy or this make you very miserable. But love is growing inside, And used to be this person is outgoing, always with a friend. Now this person looks like disappear somewhere because they are worried to these babies. I want to eat healthy, be happy because this. So this kind 9 months and a couple of days in caring everything carefully, walk carefully, eat carefully, sit down carefully. That's kind of mothers give there. They know price, or they know explain say how mothers caring. In Tibetan called man nawa mashivale pun nawa duks. And the mothers this kind of sacrifice. Even though she will die their own kids, but she will happy to die. But not sick my kids is not deserve, you know. So every mother's, it's not one mother or two mothers. For example, my own mother, when my brother passed away, my mother is so devastating. She said, this is not right. I will die anytime because I'm aging. I have lived many years. My son can deserve to live a little longer. She is devastating. She cannot eat. She cannot sleep. It's not one day. Weeks and months and years and many years. She never forgot. Sometimes we walk. Look. This looks like my son. And put in her heart, you know. That's the same as every mother's. So that is mother and raise you, you know. And then as soon as you are rebirth, remember, and you're only maybe between the biggest ones, maybe 9 pounds, something like that. Sometimes people birth maybe, you know, 6, 7, small, because the premature birth in earliest, most is maybe 7, 8 pounds, whatever those. They don't know anything, only knows 3 things. Crying all the time, make noisy the mom all the time, pee all the time, they know directions, you know, whenever they're just ready to. And then getting older a little bit, oh no, my mom's not so good, you know, she is not so good. You can look back a little bit. We're not talking Buddha's life story. You can look, how do you grow? You just, one day just become teenager? So that's the way Buddha said, the mother is so kind. So mothers make happy, you only need to do good things. The Dharma language called virtues. Take the respect to others' lives. Try to, as much as you can help. That is called mind training, body training, speech training. And that's where Buddhists recognize all beings for their right. They're all looking for peace, happy, joy, no different than us. 2 legs or 4 legs or wings or anything same. Any species, any mammal, any being is the same we're looking. So that's here. Now if this kind of kindness give for this body, I always say, if my mom's right now, I will go every year in Tibet, you know. I don't care whether, I don't care somebody do this and that, I will go every year. But now, see, you knew this kind of kindness person, this universe, they say, oh, 7 billion people, no one like your mom, 0, you know. They will, somebody is, you know, few years good and then change. Somebody 30 years good, then change. Somebody within a couple hours, they change. The mom love is never expired, you know. How old doesn't matter, as love is always there. If this kind of mothers for you, your mind say, yeah, I did my mom's very happy. Now, you know, she's not need any regret. She take care for life, or how do you can say, yeah, decades to sacrifice. But end of the day or end of the life, I will make for her very happy, and she is not. I hope I don't have any karma to purify my karma for repair. I don't think so, not many. We have lot owed our own moms. So Buddha's teaching is not talking beyond ordinary thought, you know. Buddha always talk how important the family memberships. We call 6 perfections. There's practice in the family and homes. So that's kind of important. So here, a reason that way, and my body, then say here, page 3, bottom, Thus, until achieve enlightenment, I perform virtues, deeds with the body, speech, and mind. Until death, I perform virtues, deeds with the body, speech, and mind. From now until this time, tomorrow, I perform virtues, deeds with the body, speech, and mind. So this means I need to accumulate merit. I need to purify. I need to try something benefit. Beginning today to rest of my life. Now, this case here, two things. One commitment, you are this life. This life is not too long. Most this group is right now, we have already said, you are maybe 80 years old and you are half already there, you know. We think we're still young, but if you're 80 years, you're lucky, you're already there. If you're 70 years wishing, you're already quarter, not much. So that is here, any movement, your body, you know. See, it's a beautiful culture in Japan. When you go to airport or you go to bus station, you can see the other people, just always respect. Just need to bow. That's how wonderful. When you go to India, the younger people can touching the grandparents and the older people touching the feet, to blessing touching to the heart. So those is, I think, a very directly connection to the heart. You know, it's not making the religion, it's the respect. I always said, you know, you're getting older, your white hair is ornament, it's a jewel, you know. Many young people, they never got in the time in the white hair, they die early. So white hair means wide knowledge, means full of the experience. Say somebody 100 years old, looks like now, oh no, it is a little bit, you know, lost memory and things like that. But when he or she explains something you never heard, but they already experienced. So the full of the knowledge. So anyway, see here, as long as the long, very long life, or short, or tomorrow, or tonight. Here say, every breathing, every opportunity, try to do something better. See, when you will eat, for example, food, in Tibetan, very famous, you already know, momo. You know, momo is dumpling. If you like dumpling, it's good. And you can eat maybe 12, it's good size, you know, and you're full. And your mind say, I need 36. Your mind is not satisfied, but your body cannot take anymore. And happiness becoming seed of the suffering. But you can share 2 more friends. They equally 12 momos. They were very happy. Next to them say, wow, this momo is very delicious. Their smiling is your virtue, better than your pain and suffering in your stomach, you know. That's the way you see, mentally need to calculate. You can take everything or you can share everything. So that is tonight we can talk here, page 3. Thank you. Now I have the 8 o'clock another team practice. So same the Zoom. So I think it's good to we try to basic, you know, basic. And also if you have question, we can always question answers. Remember, I always say, sometime I don't have the answer. I must try to call my friend. There are many good teachers. I will ask them, say, teacher, I have some students very intelligent. They give me a hard time, you know, question. So I don't have any answer. Can you please help me, you know? When I see my student, I have just a short come, so I don't need to a comfortable answer. So I will back to you. So we openly talk, you know. We need to, somebody say something, or maybe my question is wrong. No need. We're not any competition. We're just learning. I'm learning, you're learning. You know, maybe Tibetan say, Zosumjul or Ratubju means that 30, say, yaks, for example, say 30 yaks, there's 60 horns, Like this means, and more people, more wisdom. And everyone is different. There are some experience. So we can talk. It's okay. So right now I didn't see anybody right now, not yet. So any questions? I can take 1, 2, 3, some questions. Then I'm gonna go back starting in Tibetan community. And also you can stay there are welcome, So that's the beautiful technology is like, see, computer cannot say, oh, I cannot fit in all people. You're going to perfect. This is similar, the great Milarepa was said, remember? The yak horn is not becoming bigger, and Milarepa was not becoming smaller. So we have right now is, the group is many people and still join the more, but computer will handle, This way, you not need to say, oh, ready to go, it's not the case. So any questions?
Any questions?
Yeah, any questions? I will some answers. Otherwise, we need.
Thank you so much, Lama Sonam. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now we will short dedication if you don't have any question. Okay, everyone's okay. Somebody looks like a little bit cold and a little bit sick. Looks like need big soup. Okay, so we're going to pray for the Bodhicitta prayer. I can lead first in Tibetan, and then you can follow the one's English, one's Tibetan. Bodhicitta, the excellent and precious mind, where it is unborn may arise, is born may not decline, but ever increase higher and higher.
The excellent and precious mind, where it is unborn may arise, where it is born may not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. Thank you very much, Lama.
Thank you, everyone.